Title insurance. And I get this so many times. Why do I need it if my bank says it's optional? Well, I work for a lot of investors, cash buyers, and I've never had a cash buyer not get title insurance. And it's like anything else. It's like buying a car and the Ford dealership or the Mercedes dealership, wherever dealership you go to, saying, "Oh, you don't need any insurance. Don't worry about it." And you go bring that car home. The car gets stolen the next day. Meanwhile, you still have a note to pay for the next, X amount of years. You don't want to be caught in a situation where you close on a property without title insurance and someone comes knocking on your door and says, "Hey, that's my house. What are you doing there?" All right? Title insurance will protect you. They'll pay off that person if it is indeed their house. And you may say, "Steve, how's that possible? How can, we went through a closing, there was a seller, there was a buyer, well, title company will, when you order a title report, they search the chain of custody. And if something in the chain of custody is messed up, well, they'll prevent the closing because they can't give insurance that no one's going to have a claim. I had one case once where the seller, her husband somehow put the property up for bail. She had not signed, or she said she never signed any of the documents to put the property up as collateral for the bail. We could not close that deal because in that situation, no title company was willing to insure that process. Actually, let me step back. What it was is that seller was foreclosed on, and as a result of the foreclosure, they were not certain that the bail company had the right to foreclose because it was this issue with the seller putting the house up for bail. Meanwhile, the wife of that seller, who was on title, did not agree to it, or they couldn't find papers agreeing to it. So, that's the importance of title. You want to make sure that there's no liens in your property. What about old mortgages? You can close on a property and someone's mortgage from 20 years ago that was paid off, that company doesn't have proof of it, they lost paperwork, and they're trying to foreclose on you. So I personally will never represent a client that is not having title insurance, even though it's optional. So if that is a situation that you want to proceed, let me know about it in advance, because I definitely don't want to get in that situation. That's how important it is. Title insurance should be non-negotiable. You're buying something that's very important, hundreds of thousands of dollars. You definitely need some kind of security in that. Any questions more on why do you need title insurance, or what does title insurance provide? Feel free to give me a call. You'll see my cell number on the website. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying the videos that you've watched today. They're not meant to be a substitution for speaking with your legal professional, but just an educational tool. Thank you.